Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rafaela Alkanita from 6 SCP3. Now I will retell about the story of 7 brothers. Once upon a time in a village, there was a husband and wife farmer who was blessed with 7 sons. His eldest child was 10 years old and his youngest child was only 2 years old. To meet their daily needs, the couple sells their produce in the form of vegetables. But one day, their village experienced a prolonged dry season so that the plants were withered. The whole village is short of food, as well as the family of the farmer. Then they look at their sleeping children. They feel sorry because if they stay with them, their fate will continue to be miserable. So they plan to throw the children into a very deep forest. They plan to take them, then leave them in the forest. Unfortunately, their plan was overheard by their third child. He was just pretending to be asleep. The next day, they took the children to the forest. The forest is very far from home, very wide and haunted. In the forest, there are many evil giants. After far enough, they decided to rest. They opened and ate the lunch they brought from home. Then, like last night talk, the couple started their plan. They said that they will take drinking water. The 7 siblings waited a very long time. They waited for their parents with worry. When it was getting late, the 7 brothers were still in the forest and looking for shelter. Then they found a big wooden cave and decided to spend the night here. The next day, the first child climbed a tall tree to find the nearest village. After that, they walked through the forest and found Giant's house. From outside, they heard a giant voice, and they were shocked. They were asked if they had human children in the forest. The first child replied, "Our parents left us on purpose in the forest. Then we get lost." Feeling sorry of the children, the giants invited them into the house. At first, they were shocked and scared, but the giant welcomed them kindly. The giant said, "Don't be afraid to come into our house." And they also entered the house. They are welcome to eat and drink as much as they want. They ate very voraciously. The female giant said in a hurry so that they immediately finished eating and go to the attic. Because if her husband came home and saw the children, they would be killed. And then the male giant came home. He smelled human flesh. Then the female giant said that the meat was not to be eaten. They were still very small and had to wait until they grew up. And the giant's male also agreed. The next day, the female giants told them to leave immediately. They were brought with lots of provisions by the giants. They went through the forest, valleys, and hills. Then they arrived at a very wide beach. Then their boat finished. They went along sea and arrived at the country ruled by a wise king. They sold the gold and gems they got from the female giants. They used the money from the sale to buy large tracts of land. The land is divided equally into 7. Time flies too fast. It's been 15 years old already. They plant the garden with diverse crops. Now they grow into handsome children and successfully manage their gardens. The youngest always misses her parents. He invited his brother to meet their parents. They explored the village to find the whereabouts of their parents, until they finally found a remote village. They found their parents living a miserable life. Finally, they invite their parents to live with them. Since then, their parents regret and it start obeying to always to play too good. The moral value that exists is that as parents, they must be grateful for the things that they get, whether they are children or disaster. And we must always try, never give up, to live our life until we are adults. And thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.